Good morning. It is November 10 and I am still at Valley of Fire State Park. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be taking you guys to all the little areas, pull-offs, interesting sights to see, little mini hikes that are usually about a mile or less. All the touristy spots in the park. And that's the problem. There's going to be lots of people here, but there's still fabulous things to see. In my first video, I showed you the west end of the park, and this video will be more the eastern end. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. It's a bit breezy today, but the first hike is Elephant Rock Trail. I hope it says when we actually get to Elephant Rock. Oh, here it is right here. Elephant Rock. Help ensure this formation continues to stand for generations to come. Please keep off. Oh, I see it. There's its trunk. That is awesome. Yep, the people are starting to come. The next stop is a historical marker. John J. Clark was born in Canada in 1844. He enlisted as a private in Company F of the New York Infantry in 1862, serving actively in the Civil War. After being shot in the hand and contracting typhoid fever, he was honorably discharged the 6th of March, 1863, as a sergeant in Company B of the New York Cavalry. Following his discharge, Sergeant Clark emigrated to Southern California. While traveling from Bakersfield to Salt Lake City on a buckboard, he stopped near this spot, tied his horse to the back of the wagon, and wandered around, possibly looking for water. Eventually, he crawled under his buckboard and died, presumably from thirst, several days before his body was found June 30, 1915. Well, I'm continuing on with my hike through the Bible, and today is the third commandment. And it says, "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain." In vain is translated as iniquity, falsehood, vanity, or emptiness. Well, let's go see some more petrified logs. There was some on the west end that we saw the other day. Oh yeah, that's impressive. Pretty nice specimen. In other words, don't use God's name lightly. To inculcate reverence is the main purpose of the third commandment. Now going to the cabins. Lone Rock, first stop. Yeah, Lone Rock, you are a nice little picnic area. I wouldn't want you to topple onto the table though. But how cool. Just this big mass of rock all by itself. Those who serve none but the true God and serve him in spirit and in truth will avoid any careless, irreverent, or unnecessary use of his holy name. Now going to find the cabins. These 3 cabins were built by the Civilian Conservation Corps soon after the Valley of Fire became a state park in 1935. They are constructed of native sandstone and were used for many years to shelter campers and travelers visiting the park. The cabins are now being preserved as a reminder of the work accomplished by the CCC throughout Nevada under the able direction of Colonel Thomas W. Miller, Nevada's first State Park Commission chairman. Approximately 9,000 persons visited the newly established Valley of Fire State Park in 1936. Today, several 100,000 visitors enjoy the park each year. Now these are called the Seven Sisters, and it's a day use area. You can have picnics here. It's so cool there's nobody here right now, but I've seen a couple wedding parties since I've been here around this place, and what a magnificent setting for a wedding, I would think. Did you know that profanity or any careless use of language not only violates the spirit of religion, but indicates a lack of breeding and gentlemanliness as well? So I'll take you up to the visitor center. There's a little walk around here first. Actually, I'll take you in for a little peek of the visitor center first. It's quite a nice little visitor center. I've been in here many times. Quite a nice display. And there's a coyote and a kit fox and a ram. Cute little gift store. Cactus candy I could handle, but not these guys. Would you eat this? Crickets. Those are real crickets. And not only that, those are real scorpions. And real crickets and a sucker. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, this is the best part, outside. Doing the balancing rock trail now. How many places have a balancing rock trail? There's even one where I live. It's a quarter of a mile. It's not a terribly crowded trail, so that's good. Oh, and there it is. Yeah, you wonder when it's gonna topple over. It looks more balancing from this angle, doesn't it? That's the road we'll be taking next. It's not the main drag. I'm at Mouse's Tank now, and this is not a good sign. Certainly not an even pathway. It's quite an obstacle course, but that is fun. Mouse's Tank is named after Mouse, an outlaw who used the natural water basin as a refuge for drinking water. The collected water gave him relief as he spent days and even months hiding out. Mouse's Tank Trail is also known for its ancient Native American rock art that dates back 2,000 to 4,000 years ago. Poor Mouse having to hide in here. Pretty good hiding spot though, I'd say. Well, there's some petroglyphs. Looks like it's good flower growing season, and then they're gonna buy some goats off of another tribe, it looks like. And then up there, looks like they're building a fire. Okay, these guys, they're bartering. They want some goats and some sheep for some people. And then they'll be sharing them with all the other tribes. I enjoy interpreting petroglyphs. Yep, I passed hordes of people, but there's nobody right here. So that's awesome. Oh, well, there's where he got his water. That's a pretty cool hiding spot, or drinking spot. This third commandment also condemns empty ceremony and formality in worship and exalts the worship in the true spirit of holiness. It shows that obedience to the letter of the law is not sufficient. Okay, I found another petroglyph, but from what I can tell, they were just practicing their trigonometry and calculus on this one, because it doesn't really make sense to me. Poor mouse, he eventually was found and murdered. But that was a fun little walk. So many neat rock formations. It's just amazing. This park is just astonishing. I'm just loving it. Now, this is an extreme case in the opposite direction, but no one has referenced the name of God more strictly than the Jews, who even to this day do not utter it. As a result, no one knows how it should be pronounced, and so this offers God an empty honor. Ooh, that's a nice arch, but this is looking pretty cool up here. Alright, end of the trail. Now where's this Rainbow Canyon? Looks the same as I've always seen it. Oh, I'm just reading that this is a fire canyon overlook. So, I missed the rainbow one. Well, I found some kind of rainbow stuff, but I just don't know exactly where the rainbow overlook is. Okay, this is called Fire Canyon. I had to drive a little further up the road. This is the Silica Dome Trail, by the way. This is sure interesting, these ripples in these rocks. I don't know if that's Silica Dome, but I don't think I want to go to it. It's kind of steep and loose rock. But what a grand perspective. When people are in court, they are made to swear on a Bible, right? Well, this third commandment also forbids false swearing or perjury, which has always been considered a serious moral and social offense, deserving of the most severe punishment. Everywhere I go, I just love this park more and more. Now, if we call ourselves Christians, we are taking God's name So many people have the wrong idea about Christians. They label everyone into one category because there are those who profess to be Christians, but they act horribly. And so when people see this, they say, if that's what a Christian is, I want nothing to do with it. So how careful we must be to not take his name in vain. This is just so incredibly fun. I can see why they called it the fire wave. I would not want to do this during a rain. This is pretty steep. Isn't this just so striking? End of Fire Wave Trail. Seven Wonders Loop continues. Well, I'm certainly not going back. Oh, some water in the desert. This is pretty. Got some mauves. Another little pool. Wow. That's neat. Oh, things get narrow. Oh. That was fun. Some more narrow canyons or obstacles. I must admit this Seven Wonders Trail is not well marked, and it's kind of make your own way and hope for the best. But it was spectacular. Okay, I made it back. These are the white domes. Sandstone, it's called. Certainly hard going in the sand. Since this is a loop trail, I won't be coming back this way, but so I had to show you what I've come down so far. It's very steep, but man, I sure love the steps people make. If we call ourselves Christians, but do not follow him in complete obedience, then we are not really Christ's followers, and thus we have taken on his name in emptiness. It is meaningless. Oh, this is so cool. Massive. Oh, it's so peaceful in here. Some more painted rocks. We should all meditate upon his majesty, purity, and holiness, that our hearts may be impressed with a sense of his exalted character. And we should utter his holy name with reverence and solemnity. So, hopping around on all these different trails seemed quite schizophrenic to me. I hope this video made sense to you. Just in self-reflection, do you call yourself a Christian? Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.